Hey guys, so Laletin, he tries to train by bending some kind of metal rods. So I went to the store and bought myself metal rods. Actually, it was a 6 meter rod, but it cost only €2.5. So now I have 6 meters of this type of rod. And now let's test this. So I guess you can either bend this in your arms or you can use this kind of tool. There is a hole in the board where there is a hole, like so, and then you can bend them on this. Anyhow, I might have made a mistake here since this is 6 millimeter thick. Means it's kind of hard to bend, but let's try anyways. So first, what comes to mind is that you could use this to train your inward rotation. This. And how I could do that is by grabbing this like so and then trying to do this. I already know that this might fail pretty hard because this is pretty thick, but let's try anyways. Not bad. So, and the beauty of this is that since these are quite elastic, like they bendy, they will not snap so easily. I can also use this to bend them this up, to return this angle. Let's try this one. Or let's use this hole. Those kind of leather things which he uses to wrap around this could be useful, since these like to spin a lot, it seems. But anyhow, I do have a leather gloves, but let's try. And since these are then kind of big, mean these are kind of long, I do not really need protection for this, since I'm not grabbing them from the end of it. If I would be pushing them so that I would be pushing this on my palm, this end of the rod on my palm, then I might use some protection. But since I'm grabbing them like this, since these are kind of long, there is no danger of them cutting me. So it does work for inward rotation, this bending this. Let's try with another hand too. And then return it the same way. And as you can see, my other arm, when I'm training this inward rotation with this is doing the downward movement. So they both get an exercise with this. Oh. So I can see how you could get strong by wrestling with this all day. Alright, that was inward rotation. Let's try rising this movement. Can we do anything with this with rising? Like, I would think that doing this would target rising pretty good. So I will try to push down and lift up like so, and use that to bend this bar. Oh boy. There we go. Let's try other hand. This piece is not that long, so it will be harder to bend, but let's try this way. No way, no way. Let's try to straighten this one. God damn. Let's try. This is kind of tall. Okay, I need a longer stick, piece of rod. I guess you could just use these as they are and start here and try to bend it. If you can't, you just take a longer reach, which would mean that you have a longer piece. Like, this is pretty easy to bend here. Shorter the distance, the harder it will get. Like, trying to bend it here would be pretty super hard. But let's see, can I bend it with this arm? The rising position. I guess this was easier one to start since it was already bent. The beginning is the hardest part. I really should have bought thinner one. These are way too thick. These are way too hard to bend. These are 6 millimeters, if you wondering. Now the lever is so long already, and I still have hard time. Maybe it's just that my other arm is so much weaker. And also, I guess you are helping with this arm, with the rotation. As you can see, this was my lever now. Compare it to this. A lot easier. Alright. There was rising and there was inward rotation. What else could we do with this? I guess you could, through the inward rotation and outside rotation if you want. But these are way too thick for it. Well, I guess I will just stick to this inward rotation. And I guess it's side pressure too. You get side pressure by this. If you do use them like this, you have your elbow on a table and you try to pin this from this position. Seems like it's pretty easy to do with the side pressure. Let's see, can I bend this so that it snaps? It will take a lot of bending, but let's see. I definitely need this board. I should have made a longer board, so I would have more support. I guess I could do this, put this lower and bend it like this. So I guess I'm now training my inward rotation and also this somewhat side pressure, but more like inward rotation and pulling toward yourself movement. There. Oh, this is not a bad workout. This one was already bent. And here you can just adjust how much you put it on the hole. Try to bend it here hard. Give it more, it's get easier. And you can change the direction of where you are pulling it. You can pull it there if you want. You put the board like this. Now you would be pulling it to your pocket, like arm wrestling, some say should be done. Yeah, I definitely need to buy thinner ones. These are way too thick for the normal hand movement. Like, I guess you could do this also. It would target this lowering this, since you are like, if you bend it like this, that you are pushing it like this, it would target this lowering. If you are bending it like this, toward yourself by trying to do this, you are targeting rising on you both of your hands. This seems like doable. These are definitely too thick. And I guess if you would like, you could do this, grab them like this and try to bend them like so. So you would be training inward rotation on both of your hands. If you would bend it like this. This is no way I will bend it like this. It's even harder than this. But let's give it a try. This is something else. This is something else. And take into consideration that all of these and all of these and this, all of this cost only €2.50. That's approximately $2. All of this, and I have just bent these a little bit. I have like 3 long ones still to go. But I guess I could bend it like this. This is no joke. I highly recommend this. I like it. It has pretty raw feel to it. You know? It's like power. And since it's kind of safe, since you can ease into it. You can, like, if you are picking up some dumbbell or something, like you are not in control how hard the dumbbell will pull you, you know? If you take some weight and you start doing this and you go to the certain point, regardless what you want to do, the weight will pull with the same force. So if you are not ready or you are not warmed up good enough, you know, the weight will, regardless how you feel, it will pull you with the same force. But with this, it's you who is doing everything. These are not doing anything, they are just resisting you bending them. So if I apply a force here, the force is the same that I will, like I'm in control of the force I will apply. And with the immediately, if I want to quit the movement, I can. Like the weight will not drop on me or anything, as if, which would be the case with the dumbbells and stuff. So if you just want to do this, like if you start to do it and you want to try, you can just give a little push and then you can just raise your power like slowly, like start little bit more, Little bit more, little bit more, little bit more. The same thing. You just a little bit raise your power slowly till you reach the power with what it took to bend the bar. You could do 5 reps on each arm, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there we go. So this is just a board where there is a hole which fits these as a tool. And I guess I should have those leather wrappings. They would make this gripping this, give me a better grip. Well, I have to say that my arms are totally trashed right now. I can feel the rotator muscle. It has a workout. I can feel this movement hitting these parts of here. And also there is pain. Good type of pain, muscle pain here, which usually comes from the inward rotation. Which these movements were hitting the inward rotation, which you want to train. Like this is inward rotation, if you can look at from the other angle. So yeah, I highly recommend this. I will be going and buying more, but not so thick that one time, so that I can bend them and I highly recommend this. It's not that expensive at all. And you can use them multiple times since these are so flexible that they do not snap from the first time you bend them. But alright. Highly recommend and thanks for watching. Bye.